The 2021 NFL season is amongst us. Let's go through some predictions.
It's Green Bay when that pack come. Watch when the touchdown. Intercept your bag and you ain't like that. I think you need to sit down. It's Green Bay when that pack come. No rats, we stacking cheese. It's Green Bay when that pack come. I got a plug like Poe and that's on me. It's Green Bay when that pack come.
Alrighty. What is up, everybody? How we doing? We having a good time? Thank y'all for tuning in, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on the podcast. We're going to do this every week. Predict every NFL game. And I want to tell you right up front that I'm horrible at predicting NFL games. I remember at work, they do the prediction thing. They have all the picks, people gambling and whatnot at work. I used to be big into it, but I sucked, so I stopped. And I remember a time that this girl asked me, she's like, can you help me do my picks? I know you watch football, this and that. I made her picks. She got the most wrong out of everybody in the whole pool. So she never asked me to do that again. But I'm not good, all right? But I'm going to try, especially week one. Week one, I feel like it's very difficult to pick because a lot of teams, like, you don't know. Teams that you think are going to be good are going to suck. Teams that usually suck, they do a little bit better, especially at the beginning of the season. Like, you always see, like, once in a while, the Vikings pop up. You've seen in years past, they go 6-0 and then end up going 8-8, So that's all the most Vikingest thing of all time. Lions every now and again. A lot of teams throughout the league do this. But anyways, before we get started with this, let's talk about Quick Trip. People are watching on YouTube. Got some new Quick Trip merch. Quick Trip just launched their fall collection. All right, so you go to quicktripmerch.com. See if I can find a banner here for the YouTube folk. But quicktripmerch.com, and I can't find it. Anyway, screw it. quicktripmerch.com, and you get, and they got awesome hoodies. Like if you listen on podcasts, I actually love this hoodie. It says Quick Trip, got a little camo on it. They got another white hoodie. Quick Trip has some good merch. Like for gas stations, like most gas stations, even the ones that are, kind of similar to Quick Trip but not as good. No one's got merch better than Quick Trip. So go to quicktripmerch.com, get yourself some Quick Trip merch. And I want to ask this real quick. We're going to talk about a lot about football here, but I've been talking to a lot of people on Facebook, especially about your favorite Quick Trip food. So people who are on Twitter, I want to ask you, what is your favorite Quick Trip food? I want you to tweet me. Tweet me your favorite Quick Trip food, your favorite thing to get at Quick Trip. Take Quick Trip too. Let them know that, there's love coming for Quick Trip. All right, for my following. So go head over to Twitter. Tweet me what's your favorite thing. Macaroni and cheese. What is it? Chicken tendies? What do you like? The breakfast sandwiches? What do you like? The glazers? Whatever. Tweet me. Let me know. And make sure to tag Quick Trip too. It's going to be a good time. But before we get started with all this, I want to talk to y'all about Manscaped. All right. You use promo code Ramage. You get 20% off and you get free shipping. All right. That's a good deal. Whenever you get 20% off anything, it's a good time. All right. Use my promo code Ramage. It's a fantastic brand. It does the job. You want to have the right tool for the job. You know what I mean? You don't want to be going at a job with the wrong tool. You know what I mean? So I screwed that up. Banner over on YouTube. But you want to have the right tool for the job. You ain't gonna cut your grass with a leaf blower. That wouldn't make sense. You got to have the right tool for the job. Whether you're shaving your eyebrows, whether you're shaving your ears, your nose, down beyonder. Your balls are gonna thank you. Don't be using the wrong tools for the job. End up hurting yourself. Because with I saw someone comment on that. Like, I'm a little worried about any tool going down beyonder. But Manscaped's got you set up because they ain't gonna have you out here hurting yourself. All right, that's the point of it. That's what they do. It's what they do. They're not gonna be out. They got the best product for the job. Got to have the right tool for the job, right? Don't rake your leaves with a shovel. Go to manscaped.com, promo code Ramage. Get 20% off, and you get free shipping. You know what I mean? But let's get into this thing. You know what I mean? Let's get into this thing. NFL season is amongst us. It is among us. And starts tomorrow. The Dallas Cowboys take on, let me bring this schedule up here. Dallas Cowboys take on the Buccaneers. The schedule I'm looking at, it doesn't even show home or away. So this is going to be more difficult. Next time I will be more prepared, at least to know who's home and who's away. But like, you probably are going to watch a lot of people make predictions this season. I do no research. I don't have a list. I didn't pick ahead of time. Think thoroughly about, who who is this and who's hurt and who's this and that. Like, just off the top of my head, what I know, what I see, because I pay attention, but I'm not a film watcher. I'm not, that's not my deal. Anybody who listens or watch me for any amount of time knows that. But I think the Cowboys are going to get absolutely destroyed in this game. I wouldn't say, I don't know about absolutely destroyed, but they're going to lose this game. I really wish I knew if it was home or away, but the Cowboys are going to lose. Buccaneers, I think they're going to come out swinging. They brought back, obviously, all their players. Everyone was talking about they brought back all the starters. So the Buccaneers are going to be a good football team. Defense is legit. The Cowboys, I think they're going to be slinging it. Everyone knows how Mike McCarthy do. Everyone talk about Zeke. No. Dak. They're going to be slinging that rock. They're going to be doing a lot of throwing. I think the Cowboys, their offense, if it clicks, they can do some stuff, but I don't think the Cowboys, like, as a whole, are a good team. I don't think they're going to be doing a lot of winning football games this season. That's just my opinion on it. I could be wrong. I'm probably not, though. I might be wrong about a lot of things, but the Cowboys sucking is probably not going to be one of those things. So I take the Buccaneers, and as I go through these, if you got a list, let me know how we match up. I'll write these down later of who I picked, and then I'll try to remember it to see how right or wrong I was. Maybe I'll talk about it on next week's podcast. You know what I mean? But then we got the Seattle Seahawks and the Colts. Again, don't know home or away. That would help out a lot if I knew that. Seahawks Colts. That's a tricky one. I would say I know close to nothing about the Colts. I listen to Pat McAfee show. He's always hyping them up. You know what I mean? They got Carson Wentz over there, and then they say he's starting. Seahawks have no offensive line from what I understand. So it's Russell Wilson, and he's going to be running for his life. I don't know how the Colts defense is. I ain't going to lie. Like, I won't lie to you people when I talk about the lack of knowledge that I have about football sometimes in certain areas. And like, as the season goes along, you're watching the games, you get to know who's good, who's bad. But I'm not one of these gurus who like just knows stuff for just to know it. I'm not doing research. Obviously I watch a lot of NFL football. Give me a couple of weeks. I'll get smarter people. I promise. But no one's tuning in anyways to like learn stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna take the Seahawks in this one. Especially if they're at home, which I wish I knew if they were or not. But I'm gonna say Seahawks, and this might be one of those bonehead. I'm probably gonna have some bonehead picks on here, especially week one. But then we go on to the Jaguars versus the Texans. All right. Anytime the Texans are playing anyone, I'm picking the other team. So I'm gonna go Jaguars. But man, that one I think might be tough because the Jaguars, they got Trevor Lawrence starting his first game. Texans, but the Texans are the Texans. They're not playing Deshaun Watson for obvious reasons everyone knows about. I think that's probably a toss-up, but I'm going to go Jaguars. If Trevor Lawrence could pull out a win in his first ever, that'd be something. I don't think that they're going to do a lot of winning this year, but I don't think the Texans are either. So I'm going to go Jaguars in that one. That might be another dumb pick of mine, all right? Then we go Eagles, Falcons. That's another I don't know. Eagles, Falcons. I think the Falcons kind of suck, don't they? I don't trying to remember from last year. I don't even know records. I should have made notes. Next week, I'm making notes for this. I'm gonna make it just a couple, so I kind of know like where stuff is. But I'm gonna go Eagles on this one. I'm gonna go Philadelphia Eagles. All right, these picks are probably gonna be horrible, people. I know, like I've seen people comment before, like you're losing credibility. I should never have had any. All right. Then we go Chargers, Washington. I'm gonna go Chargers on this one. I like Herbert. He another year older as an NFL quarterback. We're gonna see. Like I know a lot of people are really high on Washington, really high. I know a lot of people are. But my gut feeling is where I'm getting my picks from. I'm gonna say Chargers. All right, that's probably another boneheaded pick, but let's keep her moving. You know what I mean? Steelers, Bills. All right, this is actually a really good game. A really good game. That would be a good game to watch, but I think it's the same time the Packers are playing. But Steelers, Bills, I'm going to say the Bills. I know the Bills are obviously the Bills. Like the Bills are legit. They're a good football team. A lot of people are saying the Steelers are going to be a good football team this year. I think a lot depends. I don't know a ton about the Steelers. I know that they got some trouble with TJ Watt talking about, he wants this and that, and they're standing firm, but like TJ Watt is a bad man. Packer fans know all about TJ Watt. A lot of Packer fans ain't happy that TJ Watt plays for the Steelers. But that's a whole other show. You know what I mean? But so yeah, I'll take the Bills there. 49ers versus the Lions. Obviously, we're going 49ers. I think the 49ers are going to be a good team this year, depending on their quarterback play. Lions are going to suck because they're the Detroit Lions. But shout out to Jamal Williams. We got Timmy Boyle over there. But yeah, the Lions are going to line. You know what I mean? The Lions are. I don't think that there'll be a situation this season where I pick the Lions to win a game, unless I'm totally wrong and everyone in the world is totally wrong about the Detroit Lions. They're actually good, but that's not going to happen. I just don't see that happening. And we got the Vikings versus the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm definitely going to say the Bengals. The Vikings. I hate the Vikings. I really do. I even if I thought they were going to win, I don't think I could pick the Vikings to win a game. I don't know if I could do it. Even in my head, I could think it, but to say it out loud and have Viking fans like feeling good about themselves, I couldn't do it. So the Minnesota Vikings will lose to the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals, they've had some rough luck like over the years, like in general, but like, man, can they catch a break with injuries and everything else? But the Vikings are trash, so I'm picking the Cincinnati Bengals. All right. And we go the New York Jets and the Panthers. I'm gonna go Panthers. I don't even know a lot about the Panthers, but I know enough about the Jets to not pick them. So I'm gonna go Panthers on that one. We go Cardinals, Titans. All right. Okay. That's an interesting game. I love that the NFL is back, man. Like those type of games that, man, are just so evenly matched. At least they appear to be to me, a moron. I'm gonna go Cardinals on that. But you got Derrick Henry over there in Titans. It's hard to pick it because any game he can just go off, especially week one. Everyone's fresh, ready to get at it. Maybe those defenders ain't ready to be tackling a Derrick Henry type of dude right away off. But I'm gonna go Cardinals. I think they got something going over there. You know what I mean? Browns, Chiefs. I saw a thing about the Browns haven't won a week one since like 2004 or something, early 2000s. And like the Browns are good now. The Browns are legit. This is their time to shine, break some records. Browns haven't done this. Browns haven't done that in a long time. Break some records. Time for the Browns to be happy. Week one, the NFL says, no, let's have them play the Kansas City Chiefs. The Browns ain't beating the Chiefs. So you're going to have to wait at least one more year to break that record, that streak of losing on week one. All right, so the Chiefs are going to do some stuff. They're going to, it's week one, man, all these great teams should come out swinging. Everyone's fresh, unless you have lingering injuries from the season before. The Chiefs are going to be good. I think they got like a whole new offensive line. they're like, what's our weakest point? Like offensive line, like let's get all new ones. So yeah, the Chiefs are going to be good. Patrick Mahomes, obviously, he's going to do his thing. And then we got the Miami Dolphins and New England Patriots. I saw a list today. I wish I'd have saved it. I think it was Dan Orlovsky. It was like top 5. I think it was offenses in the league, in his opinion. And he had, all the guys, the Buccaneers, the Kansas City Chiefs, maybe the Bills were on there. But he didn't have the Packers. And he had the Patriots instead of the Packers. And that was confusing me because he's a smart guy. And I'm trying to wrap my head around it. Sometimes I wonder if some of these lists, they just do it for attention and to get clicks. And I'm not saying anything bad about Dan Orlovsky because I think he's great. I like listening to him talk about football. He's very entertaining. I think he knows what he's talking about way more than I do. But to think the New England Patriots have a better offense than the Green Bay Packers, I think is just ridiculous. And I'm confused by it. And I would like to, if anyone has a clip of him talking about it, I would like to know why he would think the Patriots are going to have such a great offense. They're going to have a rookie quarterback. And I'm not saying that they're going to suck because it's Bill Belichick. He's going to find a way. He's going to have, he's going to put them in good situations. I think Patriots fans should be excited for this team. And I think they're probably, I think they're going to win that game too. As I said, all that, I'll pick the Patriots over the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are on the come up too. But man, it is hard for me to pick against Bill Belichick. Except for like last year, like when has it been safe to pick against Bill Belichick? And I get like Brady wasn't there, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's because we." I don't think. I think Bill Belichick needs a lot more respect than he's getting. Everyone's saying, "Well, if Brady proved that it was all him." Like, no, that whole team fell apart. Brady got out at a really good time, but it's hard to pick against Bill Belichick. He's just ridiculously smart about football. And then you got Broncos Giants. All right, I don't like the Broncos. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, and a lot of my picks are gonna be that. A team I don't like because this whole offseason, all these Bronco fans talking about Aaron Rodgers is coming to the Broncos. Say goodbye to your quarterback. And then now that didn't happen at all. I think Teddy Bridgewater is their starter, if I remember right. But so Broncos well, that's the thing. Bronco fans, I just remembered all of that. Bronco fans talking about, oh, we have the best roster in the league. All we need is a quarterback. Oh, that's great. That's like, hey, I have a really sweet car, just don't have an engine. Like, dude, like you don't have a great roster then because you're missing the most important part. So the Broncos, they're going to win that game, though. You know what I mean? They're going to beat the Giants. I don't think the Giants are a very good football team. So I'll pick the Broncos over that. They do have a good defense. But Bronco fans, I don't really care for you that much. Not as people, just as fans and people in my Twitter mentions. All right. So Broncos, you're going to win this one, but I'm not happy about it. You know what I mean? I'm not happy about even saying it. Then we got the Green Bay Packers playing the New Orleans Saints in Jacksonville. This is the only game that I know where the game is being played because I got the wrong schedule. All right. So the Green Bay Packers playing the Saints. The Packers are going to win by 30. I'm just saying the Packers offense is going to be so good this year. They were the best offense in the league last year. People forget it. Maybe they don't, but I'm just going to keep reminding you. They're going to be the best offense in the league again this year. Everyone was talking about that wide receiver group that Aaron Rodgers had last year. Like, oh, yeah, that doesn't have a good wide receiver. Now everyone's like, oh, Aaron Rodgers got some weapons. Got big Bobby Tunyon. Got Devontae Adams, MVS, Lazard. Everyone knows who plays for him. In the running game, you got Aaron Jones. You got A.J. Dillon. The Packers are going to run all over the Saints. And I feel bad for Saints. Like the Saints fans, everything that happened over there with the hurricane. That is why, like this week, like during the NFL season, I usually spend the week trashing the other team. Just trashing them. Because that's what I like to do. It's a good time. It's all in fun and football wise. But I couldn't do it because the Saints fans are going through stuff. And I know Saints fans are good people. I don't think I don't think I've ever been in contact with any Saints fan that I don't like. So I'm not going to do that. But I think the Saints are not a good football team. Like right now, we'll see. Like they could come on. You got Jameson Winston over there. I never say his name right. I don't know if I'm able to say that name. But he throws a lot of interceptions, but he slings it around. He can clean the interception thing up. And then that was the past, but he sat behind Drew Brees last year. Maybe he learned some stuff, cleaned it up. Maybe he's going to do some stuff this year. And actually, thinking, if he cleans up the interception, he could be a really, really good quarterback. He can sling it. He got a little Brett Favre in him, you know what I mean? When I say that, I mean, Brett Favre would just sling it, without regard. And he threw picks, but he threw more touchdowns than picks normally. But, yeah, I think the Packers are going to win by 30. I think I saw Aaron Nagler say that, Packers by 30. I know he says that a lot. I say it a lot too because I'm the most optimistic fan, the most optimistic Homer Packer fan that there is, and I do not hide it. I do not deny it. You very rarely will you ever see me say the Packers are going to lose the game. I don't think I've ever said it because I believe that you did. Like as a Homer in me, you don't say it out loud, even if you believe it. Even if you believe, oh, the Packers are playing a tough team this week, they could lose, but I pick them to win because you can't let the other team see it. You know what I mean? Like you can trash your brother. I'm like, yeah, my brother's a bum. He's this and that, whatever. But you're not going to let other people say it. So you don't say it in public the same way I feel about my team. You won't hear me disrespect my team. And there's no reason to this season. Packers have a good team. They have a really tough schedule. There's some really tough games for the Packers this year. The Packers are the best team in the league. I'm just going to say that, all right? There we go. We got Bears and the Rams. Rams by 100. The Chicago Bears, Andy Dalton starting. Rams got a really good defense. Now they got Matthew Stafford. Rams were a playoff team last year. And when the Packers met up with them in the playoffs, I believe they had a lot of injuries. That's not an excuse. Packers were a better team. I think the Rams are going to be better this season. I think Matthew Stafford's a better quarterback than Goff. So and the Bears, they suck. The Bears suck. They're horrible. I don't have any respect for the Bears as a football team. I don't think they're a very good team at all. And so yeah, the Bears are going to get embarrassed, and maybe Andy Dalton's first and only game he starts this season. Who knows? I don't know how long they're going to stick with that. I think they're going to try, but like let's see how that goes. You might see Justin Fields sooner than later. You know what I mean? And you got the Ravens and the Raiders. This is a Monday Night Football game. This is the last game of the season or of the week. Ravens, Raiders. All right. I'll pretend like this is a hard one to pick. No, it's not. It's the Ravens. I love me some Lamar Jackson. Love him. I love watching him play. Whenever there's a Ravens game on, I love watching running quarterbacks. I love watching running quarterbacks. I don't like calling him running quarterbacks because everyone talks about him like, oh, he's a running back. I think it's so foolish. I hate calling him a running quarterback. But dude, when he decides to run, man, like he's just so fun to watch. I wish he would run it all the time. Throw it once in a while just to keep him honest. But you know what I mean? But there it is. Probably horrible picks. And my picks will get better throughout the season. You know what I mean? I'll get better as I get to know who's good or bad. Because I don't watch film like that. I don't, there's people that do that and good for them. I watch them and I'm like, all right, maybe I learned something. But yeah, I think the Packers will win by a bunch. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Be sure, like, if you listen on the podcast, go subscribe on YouTube. Trying to get my YouTube game up a little bit, you know what I mean? So everyone, make sure to subscribe. And don't forget, hit me up on Twitter. Tell me your favorite food, your favorite thing to eat at Quick Trip. And don't forget to tag Quick Trip, you know what I mean? Show some love to the Quick Trip, baby. They got their new merch out. All right. Go Pack, go, people. We're going to be out. We're going to be out, but we can be back Thursday night. Oh, yeah. Before I head out of this thing, every Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to be live. All right. Tuesday live at 7 o'clock. Thursday, I'm going to move it back a little bit because the Thursday night football game, man, nobody's trying to watch me when the football's on, and I don't want to talk during the football game. I'm going to watch. I want to watch the Cowboys get, I forget who they're, oh, yeah, the Cowboys are going to get beat up. But, yeah, so I'm going to move that back probably 5:30, 6 o'clock Central Time for Thursday, and then I'm going to be doing podcasts and videos on YouTube all season long, also on Facebook. So be sure to check me out. But if you want to watch my full-length podcast, got to go to YouTube. That's where they at. That's where they at. And all my live stuff is also going to be there. We're going to have a good time this season, people. We're going to have a good time. I'm so stoked about the NFL season, not just the Packers, but watching how everything unfolds. I just love NFL football. How can you not love NFL football? You know what I mean? Oh, it's going to be good. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe, follow, hit me up on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Do all the things. Go Pack, go.
It's Green Bay when that pack come. Watch when the touchdown. Intercept your bag and you ain't like that. I think you need to sit down. It's Green Bay when that pack come. No rats, we stacking cheese. It's Green Bay when that pack come. I got a